tab, let the journey begin. Knowledge on tap, let the lesson sink in.
Social media has become such a natural part of our lives that it's hard to imagine a world without it. But this digital universe didn't appear overnight. It took decades of evolution, from primitive chat rooms in the 1970s to the mobile apps dominating our lives today, to the AI-driven platforms shaping our future. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the complete history of social media, its rise, its influence, and where it might be heading. Let's start at the very beginning. In 1969, the U.S. Defense Department launched ARPANET, the foundation of the internet. It wasn't social yet, but it made digital communication possible. Just a few years later, in 1973, students at the University of Illinois built something called Talkomatic. This allowed real-time text chat, a direct ancestor of today's messaging apps. By 1978, we had bulletin board systems, or BBS. Users would dial in with their modems, share files, and leave messages. By the mid-90s, there were over 60,000 BBS communities across the U.S. Then came Usenet in 1979, a decentralized network that introduced newsgroups. It even gave us internet culture's earliest terms like spam and FAQ. Through the 1980s, platforms like CompuServe's CB Simulator, FidoNet, and the Well started bringing people together in these early digital town squares. In 1988, we got IRC, Internet Relay Chat, which became huge for group chat, especially among hackers and gamers. And in 1993, the Mosaic browser made the web accessible to the public with images and links, paving the way for modern websites. By the mid-90s, things started looking much more familiar. Classmates.com let people reconnect with old friends. ICQ pioneered instant messaging, and 6degrees.com introduced user profiles and friend lists, arguably the first true social network. All of these laid the groundwork for what we'd later call social media. They created the digital language of likes, chats, and profiles that define our online lives today. Then came the explosion. In 2002, Friendster launched and became massively popular, especially in Asia. Unfortunately, technical problems caused it to fade out. By 2003, we had LinkedIn, designed for professionals, and MySpace, which became the center of music and culture, peaking at 75 million users. That same year, 4chan popped up and shaped internet culture in some of the weirdest, wildest ways. In 2004, Facebook was born. Originally called the Facebook, it started at Harvard and by 2008 had already overtaken MySpace. Fast forward to today, and it has more than 3 billion users worldwide. 2005 brought us YouTube and Reddit. YouTube revolutionized video sharing, and just a year later Google bought it. Reddit created a forum-based ecosystem that's still massive today, with over 1 billion monthly users. Then in 2006, Jack Dorsey's Twitter introduced the 140-character update. What started as quick status updates turned into a global megaphone, reshaping politics, journalism, and celebrity culture. By the end of the 2000s, platforms like Tumblr were fueling creativity and microblogging, while WhatsApp was transforming global messaging. By this point, social media wasn't just a novelty anymore. It was becoming the default way to connect. The 2010s changed everything again, this time with the rise of mobile and multimedia. In 2010, Instagram made photography cool again, changing brand marketing forever. Meanwhile, Pinterest turned into a visual discovery hub. By 2011, Snapchat brought disappearing messages and stories, features so good that everyone else copied them. In 2012, Tinder transformed online dating with its now famous swipe mechanic. In 2013, Vine arrived with 6-second looping videos. Even though it shut down, it shaped meme culture and inspired TikTok. And then came TikTok. Launched globally in 2017, it skyrocketed to over 1.8 billion users by 2025, becoming the cultural heartbeat of Gen Z. We also saw alternatives like Mastodon emerge in 2017, showing a push for decentralized and open-source social media. Smartphones supercharged social media. Suddenly, everything, our friends, news, and entertainment, fit in our pockets, available 24/7. But this era wasn't without problems. The 2018 Cambridge Analytica scandal exposed how personal data could be harvested and weaponized for politics. It was a wake-up call that social media wasn't just fun and games. It could also be dangerous. Then came the 2020s, which completely reshaped the social media landscape. During the pandemic, Clubhouse blew up with audio-only chat rooms, but it quickly declined. By 2021, BeReal made waves with its push for authenticity and unfiltered photos. In 2023, we saw Threads, Meta's answer to Twitter, grow to more than 300 million active users. Around the same time, Blue Sky, a decentralized Twitter alternative, started gaining traction. By 2024, AI was everywhere. YouTube and Meta added AI tools like Dream Screen, and social commerce exploded to $1.2 trillion in value. TikTok even partnered with Amazon for shopping. And here in 2025, nearly 5.24 billion people use social media, spending an average of 8 hours a day online. Platforms are shifting towards smaller, private communities, long-form video, and hyper-personalized AI feeds. But challenges remain. TikTok faces ongoing legal battles in the US, and governments are increasingly worried about the mental health effects of social media. So what's the bigger picture? On the positive side, social media has connected billions, sparked movements like the Arab Spring, and fueled global commerce that's expected to hit $6.2 trillion by 2030. But there's a darker side too. Studies show rising depression rates linked to heavy social media use. Misinformation spreads faster than ever, and governments are stepping in with new regulations. As for the future, we might see more decentralized platforms like Mastodon and Blue Sky gain traction. AI-driven communities could blur the line between human and machine interaction, and younger generations are already demanding more authenticity instead of polished perfection. The story of social media is still being written. From dial-up bulletin boards to AI-powered feeds, it's a journey that has reshaped how humans interact, for better and for worse. The only thing certain is that it will continue to change how we see ourselves, each other, and the world. Social media began as a simple experiment in digital connection. In just a few decades, it grew into one of the most powerful forces in human history. The question is, where will it take us next? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the future of social media looks bright? Or are we heading towards something darker? Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay curious, keep learning, and remember, you always win with Hattie Hats.